Hello, this is the whole idea here is to document the full mature growth of these black sesame plants. And generally, these are full adult plants. They're already full size and they're producing flowers every day and seed pods. And I'm going to go on ahead and show some close-ups of the seed pods. And I don't know if you can tell the size, but uh, the pods are maybe an inch long when they get full size, and then they stop flowering at the top. But fortunately, new branches start flowering again down at the bottom. So here's another one that stopped flowering. And the bees really love these. I mean, they're all over these. So each pod has, or capsule, they call them capsules. Each capsule will have about 70 seeds, more or less, you know, when they start to dry out later on. And I'm hoping that I can get them to keep them flowering for another month. So I may get, see, I've got this particular one right here has, a foot and a half already of seed pods on it. So I'm hoping it'll go another half a foot or longer. And that's quite a few seed pods just on one branch of this. That's the main branch of this one plant. That's one of the ones that didn't have any crowding. So it branched out pretty well. And I'm actually starting to think that the worms that got to them earlier that kind of limited my crop, I'm starting to think they kind of helped because they ate the growing tips, and then the plants just branched out from below there, and so I actually ended up with more, branches growing flowers and capsules, seed pods, than I may have got otherwise. On the other hand, if I hadn't killed all the plants, each one would have grown up crowded, but with um, fewer branches, but but more plants. So yeah, here's another one that grew kind of in isolation, and it's got a nice bunch of seed pods on it too. And here's one that grew in isolation. Actually, this is like a couple of plants stuck together at the bottom. Still blooming up top, you can see. I've got a nice row of them. These are all smaller here, but they're all still growing, so hopefully they'll go another foot before it gets, I need to actually stop watering them after a while and let them dry down. That way I can uh, get the seed pods. They'll open up and I'll save the seeds. I guess, oh, maybe as much as 10 pounds, maybe 7 or 8. And there's a lot more over here on this other side, which I haven't shown anyone yet. So, but I really don't want to go wandering all over the landscape here. So here's a couple that grew over here to the side, and it doesn't have many seed pods yet, but it's got a lot of blooms. So it'll be setting seeds. I don't know, I don't think the lighting will be better on this side, but let's just see. And this is a different row. There's a nice spider there if you can see it. Spiders don't really bother the bees. There's a bee, I don't know if you can see it. Jerking around trying to follow the bees, probably not helping the video any. And here's one that put out a few flowers, a couple of seed pods, and then quit, and now it's starting to branch out. It looks like it may actually come out and start flowering again. So I really think that's part of this. I think they flower up to a point on a branch, and then new branches start growing, and then those flower eventually. And if I let it keep going, then I'll have a whole lot of green pods when the freeze comes, and that's probably not so good. I need to have them start to dry down by then. So there's a fair number of them there. So I'll end this video on this nice full or this one.